Severe weather and the tropics to talk about. My name is Mike. We're here to give you an update on the latest on what's going on out there in the weather community. So we have three areas to watch in the tropics, as well as some severe weather that's going to be happening. Some areas of enhanced severe weather. My name is Michael. Here to give you an update. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get right into it. So for today, we do have a tornado threat that's going to be in areas of Chicago and Indianapolis. We've got to watch out for that, Pierre and Sioux Falls. These are areas that are going to be having probably some tornado warnings that'll be happening in these specific areas. I'm going to show you the National Weather Service. Not seeing any tornadoes at the moment, but that's probably going to change eventually as we get later to the day unless that threat is over. So south of Chicago, you do have severe thunderstorm warnings, severe thunderstorm watch in effect for areas that are in West Virginia into areas of Virginia. Severe thunderstorms, a lot of severe weather happening there, and that's something that we have to keep our eye on out. So Storm Prediction Center, as I've showed before, tornado threat. We have a wind threat in this area. Dash lines towards Sioux Falls. This wind threat, as you can see, is going to be extending for the most part all the way well eastward into areas of the mid-Atlantic. So that's something we got to look out for. So we're watching out for the favorability of severe weather along multiple areas of the United States, and that's just something we're looking out for. So what could we expect for these areas? If I can just move that off the screen for you. All right, there we go. So we do have another area of wind threat that's going to be around New York and areas of Washington, Philadelphia, Allentown, Dover. These are areas that you want to watch out for. Lancaster, Vineland, Atlantic City. These are areas that you want to watch out for the possibility of some wind that's going to be happening today. Hail threat not going to be a main concern, although we do have that dash line that's going to be an area. It's not as severe as the wind threat, so that's something we got to watch out for. As we get into areas of day two, this is where things start to get interesting. We do have an area of severe weather. This is going to extend all the way down to areas of North Carolina, and I'll get to that in just a second. Minneapolis got a marginal risk. Chicago, Indianapolis, that's going to be under that enhanced level risk. You got multiple cities. This includes Columbus, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky. You're going to be in the slight risk. All the way down to Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, Winston-Salem, Knoxville. You're in the marginal risk of severe weather as well. For tornadoes, it'll extend all the way down from Chicago to Indianapolis, as far south as Pikeville, Kentucky. These are areas we got to watch out for. Wind threat going to be in effect. Going to be a red area of wind threat, 30% chance, as well as the dash line of hail. So we do got to watch out for those areas. Not hail, wind, the dash line there. Hail threat, not going to be that much of a main concern. No dash lines to talk about there. Into your day three outlook, we do have a marginal risk of severe weather. This is going to be a slight risk as well as you get into areas south of Rapid City, Gordon, areas like that. You're going to be in this slight risk of severe weather. As we get down to the upstate of South Carolina, North Carolina, into areas of eastern Tennessee, Charlotte, Columbia, you're going to be dealing with that marginal risk of severe weather. That's something we got to watch out for as well. Probabilistic, so we're not going to see too much. Going to be sort of that wind outlook there. So that's what we're looking at there. So from the National Hurricane Center, we do have two areas in the tropics we got to talk about. This area right here is not really a main concern. This area right here in the tropics, if we can just navigate and click that. This area in the tropics going to be a 10% low chance that we're going to be dealing with there. So that's not the main concern. The main concern is this disturbance that's out off here, and this is the first disturbance of the Atlantic. 60% chance of the next 7 days and 20% chance. We also have this area of disturbance that's happened here that's off the coast areas of the eastern coastal sections, well out of the waters. We have a 10% chance of development there, but to be honest, that storm's probably not even going to do anything at all because that storm is moving away from us in that direction. So that's a good thing. So all eyes are out here in this. This storm probably would take a name. The question is, would it make it to that side of the United States? The Prediction Center excessive rainfall outlook. Going to be multiple areas of Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi that you're going to be under this area, but specifically near Chicago and the Midwest, you are going to have a slight risk of severe weather. Things are going to change tomorrow. You have that moderate risk of severe flooding that'll be happening east of Indianapolis. This will be Cincinnati, Huntington, Parkersburg, south of Columbus. These specific areas right here you want to watch out for. So all of these areas could be expecting flooding, and that's the pattern we're going to see. Areas of the Midwest eventually getting more towards the southern sections. Day 4 will be widespread slight flooding, and that's going to be on Thursday, August 13th, and day 5, widespread marginal flooding across multiple states in the lower 48. So that's going to be our day 5 outlook. That's going to be Friday, August 14th. So a lot is on the table. A lot of severe weather is possible. This is a look at our HRRR model of what's happening right now. HRRR model. Let's give you the latest 18Z so we can run that longer. Here's a look at our 18Z of the HRRR model. As you can see, showers and thunderstorms will continue to multiple areas across the south. This is going to be for the Atlanta area, shower and thunderstorm activity. But as we get to areas of the Midwest, this is an area that we want to watch out for. As you get into Tuesday, shower and thunderstorm activity continues into Wednesday as well. So showers and thunderstorms favorable, producing some tornadoes in some of these specific areas. So we do want to watch out for those areas right there. So what do we have here for our what is the Storm Prediction Center? What do we have? Mesoscale outlooks that are going to be in effect. This is going to be for today. Areas of Phoenix, you're going to have a mesoscale outlook. This is going to be watching the severe potential, so possible hail up to 1.25 inch, 70 miles per hour winds near Rapid City. You also have another mesoscale outlook. It's going to be possible for some tornadoes, EF1. Chicago, I expect the same thing. Tornado concerning severe potential, and probably tornado potential there, but severe potential mainly. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect. So that severe thunderstorm watch is going to pop up. National Weather Service here. Here's a look at your, not outlined. Let's do. All right, there. Severe thunderstorm watch in Greenville. You want to watch out for those areas. Areas of Monroe that's happening here. So we do have a lot to worry about. Here's a look at our radar of what's going on across areas of the United States. Some lightning strikes that are happening there. They did report, I think this is a wall cloud. Yep, wall cloud reported in Savannah. Savannah's getting a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity, a lot of wind from these storms in the areas of Virginia Beach. That mesoscale discussion that we talked about before. We are going to have our heat advisories that are going to stick around for multiple areas of the western United States. So I do want to go back before I leave you here. Some, not heat advisories, but rather red flag warnings and extreme heat warnings will be in effect. Air quality alerts in effect. Heat advisories stay in the middle part of the country. Coastal areas, the low country, that's going to be dealing with those heat advisories as well. Heat advisories for areas of southern Florida. This is going to be for the counties of maybe near Port St. Lucie that you're going to be dealing with those heat advisories. Going to be some special marine warning that's going to be happening down there into areas of Florida. But otherwise, we have a lot to talk about on the table. We have the potential of some tropical development. And as a matter of fact, before I even leave you here, I want to see what's going on with the GFS model just to give you an idea of what's happening. And the GFS model likes the idea of this storm moving on through. This is the 18Z run of the GFS model. We can actually wait for that to load. Low pressure moves, but then it starts to get out of our way. So we do have a low pressure that happens here. It seems to be a strong storm, but then it moves on our way. Moves out of our way. So we don't know if this is going to be happening or not, but my name is Michael to give you an update on the latest. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you out there in the weather community.